Morning, friends. So these days, I really love the world. I love the world that God has given us, that there are certain aspects that most people think aren't important and they don't pay any attention to. But being middle aged, this is the time of your life when you're allowed to sit back. You're not elderly, you're not necessarily always sitting in a rocking chair and knitting, but you might be doing some of that. If I could knit, I just don't know. Maybe I'll take that up when I'm 80. Maybe I'll learn to knit when I'm 80. It's too complicated for me. No, I would love it if somebody would teach me, but I'd have to pay for lessons. I can't get it from the YouTube videos. I just, You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. The best things in life are free. Really, they are. For example, bird watching. Okay, so now we have two bird feeders in our backyard. I had a bird feeder in the front yard, but it just kept corrupting the grass. It's like there was too much seed falling down and choking out the actual grass. And the front yard looks a lot better than the backyard. The bird feeders needed to both be in the backyard, so they are, and I'm watching birds today. Watching birds. It's a peaceful, soothing activity, but it can also be very meditative. Because, well, I don't know. Do we appreciate the sparrows in this world? I consider myself one of the sparrows. That is to say, the ordinary brown birds. I'm a brunette, who just go about their business and they're nothing special. People don't necessarily want sparrows coming to their feeders, but they don't mind them being there because they have a right to the seed just as the blue jays and the cardinals do. Sparrows are cute and they're also very loud. So that's why I kind of feel as if the sparrows remind me of me, because they're plump, they're brown, they're hardy, they're feisty, and they're loud. We've got a sparrow's nest, a bird nest, somewhere up in our pine tree. And the little birds are so loud. They're so loud, loud. Cheep, cheep, cheep. It's like, I hope the neighbors don't mind. I can't help it that they had to have a nest there, and they're loud little birds, and it's like my children. They're loud too. I hope the neighbors don't mind. But when they're inside, you don't hear them as much. Oh my gosh. And we think about the blue jay nest, which was in the same tree, because blue jays are premium birds. And they don't just put their nests in any sort of tree that you might find, any sort of common tree. They're going to put their nest in a well-formed, well-developed pine tree that's got a few years on it. So we did have a blue jay nest, and I don't know if I said this yesterday, but it definitely occurred to me that when we had that baby blue jay falling out of the nest, supposedly my husband put the baby blue jay back in the nest. My kids didn't know what to do with the baby blue jay. It was a beautiful little speckled thing. Oh, it was a precious little thing, but I think that the blue jay parents pushed him out of the nest because they didn't know, that pragmatism is sort of the first rule in today's world if you're a bird. I mean, you have to be pragmatic. You can't think for yourself. You're going to be pragmatic. We're pushing this bird out of the nest because we don't think he's going to make it. They pushed him out of the nest again after my husband put him back in the nest. So, and then, I mean, I'm sorry the baby bird did die. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. Should I have taken him to a wildlife center? In my 20s, I might have, but I feel as if sometimes the bird brains have wisdom that we don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad, but I didn't expect the little bird to die, but it did die. What can I do about it? I'm not killing the birds. I'm doing everything I can to support the birds, but you can't save everybody. Except when it comes to human beings, we try to save everybody from going to hell. So, these are my thoughts, courtesy of the bird feeder. If you would like to add anything, please let me know. Thank you. Goodbye.